Welcome back for another edition of the Grove Collective podcast, growing listeners and members by the hundreds, maybe thousands after today with our special guest. But it's good to be back, Oxford, Mississippi, here in the Manning Room. We got a big weekend coming up. We got a baseball series against Vanderbilt. We've got the Double-Decker Festival, which always draws a big crowd. What else, William, is going on this weekend? Those are the two main things.
Yeah. And the transfer portal, don't forget that.
Well, I was hoping you didn't bring that up. The transfer portal for football and basketball has been open, so my life has been a living hell the last couple of weeks. But we're making progress and, rebuilding basketball, adding to football. Coach Yo's on a heater in women's basketball.
That's right.
So things are good.
That's right.
We're joined by William Evans, who's our Director of Development for the Grove Collective. This is your first time to be on. I know Lauren's been on. You haven't been on yet.
I haven't. This is my first time.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
You seem nervous. You seem really nervous.
The cameras, the microphone. It's a good setup.
I mean, you were a fraternity president here, so you felt pressure before, correct?
I guess, sure.
Yep. All right. Well, special guest, as we talk about the Grove Collective and support of the Grove Collective, one of our most important supporters and donors to our mission are our corporate sponsors. And one of the guys and one of the businesses that has been at the forefront of our corporate sponsorship program has been Funky's, which is led and run and owned by the one and only Mr. Lee Harris. So, Lee, it's great to have you here. You are the first sponsor interview on our podcast, and we've spotlighted other businesses, but you are the first one to sit in that coveted chair and talk about why supporting the Grove Collective is important. So it's great to have you.
Happy to be here. Hope I don't mess this up.
Oh, you won't. What we learned on podcasts is there's no wrong answers. You can't screw it up. It's just impromptu talking and all that. So anyway, but we wanted to, again, our corporate sponsors are really important to what we do at the Grove Collective, and Funky's has been such an integral part of what we've done. Obviously, it's a, it's a place that is incredibly popular right off the square, big crowds every weekend, known for the pizza, known for the music, known for the viewing of Ole Miss sports, the incredible service. You go in there. You've obviously got a great establishment. Tell everybody a little bit first before we get into sponsorship of Grove. Give us a little bit of a go back in time on how Funky's became Funky's, how you got into the bar business and have created what we all know now to be one of the best bars in the Southeast.
I think if we go way back, I was a bouncer at Freddie T's, as a lot of y'all have probably been to, right when you come into Pickwick. I was the bouncer there. It's the only bar I've ever been to that has a see-through floor on the second floor. Saw a lot of wild, interesting sights there. So I did a summer there as a bouncer. Came back to school, and then I went to Sandestin, Florida, and got a job. I think starting out kind of was a dishwasher, and I really liked that, because the time you're broke in the food.
It's Sandestin.
Yeah, at Acme Oyster House in the village of Baytown.
Oh, yeah.
Now
okay.
Acme has moved. Now they're on 98, on Scenic 98 across.
That's right.
So I think as a dishwasher, I kind of liked that a little bit. 'Cause, you don't have any money. I didn't as a college kid, so the food was always kind of free back there. I know that's nasty, but when you're in college, it's not.
You'll eat anything.
Yeah, you'll eat anything. I used to have chip sandwiches with mayonnaise, man. Cut that little corner off with a molded bread. Like, who cares?
Anybody can eat that shrimp po' boy, that half-eaten shrimp po' boy?
I'll take it. How about that? I'm at to-go box, man. And then I got into waiting tables, and it's just one of those things I found easy, and I enjoyed it. I love talking to people, and the side of that restaurant, I don't think it challenges you, but when things challenge you and you find a way to kind of just do it, and you don't find a way to make it hard, and then you take it up. And I was keeping kind of journals of like just places I'd been, what I liked, what I didn't like, and then you get back to Oxford, and you're kind of at this just crossroads. So I go work for my dad for a little bit. I think my first sale, I sold John Dessler the TVs in the library.
How about that?
That was an interesting sale. He was tough on me, but he's become one of my best friends in the world now.
That's right.
I'm sure everyone's been to the library. It's why I built next door to him, or opened next door to him. And
What year was that? So what was the first year of operation for Funky's?
2009, February 23rd. So I had a whole year I graduated in 2007. I remember my mom called me, mail me your diploma. I'm like, I really got it. I was pretty excited about that.
I need proof.
Yeah. And so then I took that year and kind of worked for my dad and was over here. And, he was in the audio video world. And just and I had the idea and it was tossing it around and kind of put it to paper. I remember I stayed up for like 2 days straight and wrote this business plan. And then I had to pitch it to my investor. I didn't go to my dad. I didn't have any money. I went to Cliff Heaton and he loaned me the money to do it. And then we kind of we cracked it, man. It was February 23rd, 2009, right. And I got that thing going. And we talk about eating food off a plate as a dishwasher, I mean, that was easy compared to starting that thing. But, again, I didn't find it hard. I mean, I never told myself, man, this is hell. I hate doing this. It was just kind of like, man, wake up and go to work.
That's right. Well, and also, too, I mean, like you said, you were keeping a journal of the things that you like, things you would do differently, things you saw that were run correctly or not correctly, which I think anybody that goes into Funky's now knows things are run in a first-class manner. The staff is courteous. The place is clean as can be. But it's not just a bar. Like, that's the thing. Like, the food, the pizza became a staple. And I know you and I have talked about it before. You're not buying that off the internet frozen pizza. No. I mean, that is you're making that from scratch.
Yeah, so the place that was there before me was L'Amore Pizza, and a friend of mine, David Campanella, owned it. And for whatever reason, I don't know if he moved. They didn't make it. Things didn't work out, which in this industry most don't. It's just It's a tough, nasty industry. I don't know the best word to say who survives and who doesn't. You can do everything right and it still not go your way. But I had his pizza the first time. And I was like, well, this is incredible. Like, this is really good pizza. And when it got time to do it, I went down to New Orleans, and I never really loved New Orleans. I think I went 2 weeks ago, and this is the first time I loved New Orleans. We did everything but go to bourbon.
That's
like,
good.
Ate at like Frank and Johnny's and all these crazy places. Yeah. I had my first time I had crawfish in Louisiana. I was like, wow, I like it now. This is it.
That's right.
But everyone was going back and forth, so I said, I'm going to just do kind of a New Orleans feel. And if everyone wants to know, I put daiquiris in because I still to this day I do not like alcohol. It's either Tito's, Sprite, and lemonade, or it is Captain Morgan's and Diet. And that's all I'm going to drink. It's all I like. And so I put the daiquiris in kind of for me. And so Fat Tuesdays was right across the street from Acme in the Village, and so we'd go over there at night. And I was like, man, I like this. We'd get back to Oxford. Yeah. I was like, oh, you're a sissy. You drink that. Well, yeah, I am. It tastes pretty good.
But there wasn't really any place in town that was offered.
Like that. Right.
Yeah.
So it was just something unique. And then I bought the recipe from David, which was his family recipe, and he actually helped us put it together for like 6 months. So we make everything in-house, dough, sauce, everything, and we buy the highest quality ingredients you can buy. That the same stuff he was buying when he did it, and I think his family had from years before.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's again to your point. Who survives and who doesn't survive? I mean, I think hard work's probably a part of it. And you're one of the hardest working guys I know. William, as a sidebar, how many nights a week are you in Funky's? And don't lie. He has cameras. He has evidence. So
probably 2.5.
2.5 nights a week.
What about that half night? What do you just split time somewhere?
That's like a Sunday lunch. I count that as a half.
Yeah. Once you have 2 drinks, it's a full day.
It's a full day, exactly. Yeah, no, it's great, and obviously it's you've been very kind to us. You've been very supportive of not only the collective but Ole Miss Athletics in general, and your support. Obviously, you've got a great friendship with Coach Beard. You got a great friendship with Lane. A lot of our coaches at Ole Miss, and you've really taken a personal interest, not just with the bar, but you personally as well. And just talk a little bit about. I know people make the probably the lazy. Oh well, it probably helps his business. That's why he cares. And does winning games help businesses?
Yeah, but I think first things first, you have to know. I mean, I'm an Ole Miss guy. I love it. I mean, I get emotional telling you about it. I mean, I've been here a long time. It took me, I think, 6 years to graduate. Just love it. I love everything it's about. I mean, just seeing what it was when I was here and then seeing what it is now. I think we had 10,000 students my freshman year. And what are we at now, over 22?
Yeah.
I got to spend some time with the chancellor in Milwaukee. And, man, like his vision, like it's wild. I mean, it's growth, and it's what we're able to do, and just the feel. When you come into this town and just feel it, you feel it. And I don't want to sound cliche. I'm sure other college towns want to say the same thing, but not in this the arena we're in.
Yeah,
the Grove and the size of it, and it is hospitality. Everyone's nice. Everyone's kind. I mean, you go in a bar and you can just you can walk around all the little bars and everything's clean, and it's just. And then you get to watch Ole Miss, whether it's in, I mean, hell, it doesn't matter if it's tennis, baseball, anything, any sport we're doing, people just, they care about it. And I don't know. I don't know for lack of better words, I love it. I mean, I'm just an Ole Miss guy. I love being here. I love this university.
Well, I think anybody that goes in your bar knows that. Obviously, you care deeply about it, and that's the thing that I love. The partnerships that we love are, the people that, does it help their business? Of course it does. But is it a deeper meaning, a deeper feeling than that? And I know we got to spend a ton of time in Milwaukee and Atlanta, and that was a rough 10 to 12 days. I think we all needed a sabbatical after those two after that March run, but. How much fun was that? We talked about hanging out with the Chancellor in Milwaukee and all the fans that traveled up there, and the core group of people that were in Milwaukee. Then the next week we're in Atlanta, and just the feeling of that March Madness run. You talk about it, what it means, and again, we all love our school, but that to me, like those 10 to 12 days, were really a cool moment in time, and to see what Coach has put into the program. I just, those are the things that get you emotional talking.
Yeah, I mean, it was different. I mean, I didn't know this until, because I don't keep up with the whole analytics of how many games we've won when we've done this. I mean, what do we have? One national championship in football? Isn't that right?
Something, yeah. I mean, I think it's debated whether it's one or three. But,
I would. I'd bet on Lane to get another one. But then, I didn't know we'd only been to one Sweet 16.
That's right.
I never knew that. I mean,
2001.
I mean, it almost felt normal, like what we were doing, and I remember we beat Iowa State. I said, we're going to take this thing all the way. I mean, you remember we talked about it, and we were celebrating. And
well, it's like I told you. I was like, if we can, you get the blue blood in North Carolina.
Yeah, man.
Everyone's like, oh, my God, we got to play North Carolina. I'm like, that's a program-defining win. But really, what gets us over that hump is that Iowa State.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was different. It was fun, and I mean, you get chills talking about it. That was special. And I've been to some Sugar Bowls that were great too. But basketball is my sport. I mean, because it's small, it's intricate. You can be right there in the middle of it. And I've had court seats since I guess the Pavilion opened when Andy Kennedy was here. Shout out to him, one of
our boy AK,
my best friends in the world.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, it was. That was a different experience as basketball. I mean, it's got me fired up.
Well, there's like a run in March Madness is just different. Like you go to the Sugar Bowl, it's one game.
That's right,
and it's going to be over and done with. And the survive and advance. Like when we're sitting there, like in Milwaukee that first time, we're like, I don't know if we're going to be here one day or three. We may be here 4 days. Like it's like, and then you win. You're like, all right, we're staying for 2 more days, and all that. Like it just the excitement of advancing. And I remember you and I were talking and. We both had the same conversation with Coach Beard after we beat North Carolina, getting ready for that Iowa State game, and I've never seen a coach that confident.
No doubt.
Going into that ball game. Because he literally walked to me, he goes, are you nervous? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, don't be nervous. And he kind of told you the same thing.
He said March is like a whole. It's like it's the whole year's over now. It's like it's a whole new season.
Yeah.
When you get into March, I mean, it's like you got to get the right draws. I understood this year with the seeding and all that because I didn't understand all that stuff. I was just there cheering. Hey, go!
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
And then you kind of understood it this year, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, so that seed's a little better. And then we did the watch party at Funky's for.
That's right.
And we got our seed, and I could see it on his face. I was like, oh yeah, this is the right one. And then. The draws, but yeah, he was super confident. Like he was like, it's March. Anything can happen, and it did. I mean, Sweet 16. That I think if we did that, played them 10 more times, I think we probably beat them 9. It just didn't go our way that day. But hey, that's what I mean. It keeps you coming back for want a little more of that one.
That's absolutely. I mean, we were right there and in it, and we're rebuilding the team now, and he's got that culture, and talking to a bunch of the agents and players, they watched, they saw what we saw, right. And so. Lee, I've heard you before talk to our fans, our donors, talk to our staff, the Grove Collective and all that. And you obviously, as you said a minute ago, the passion you have, again, supporting what we're doing at the Collective, supporting these coaches, just, what really, was it for you outside of, I know the personal side of it with going to school here, but this new world of NIL. And, again, knowing the coaches, you have a great personal relationship with the coaches, Lane and Coach Yo and Coach Beard and all them. Was it really like those guys kind of telling you, hey, look, this is really important. I need you to help us support the Grove Collective and tell people?
I actually think it was you. I mean, when you called me for that donation, I didn't understand NIL. I mean, you remember, back in the day you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that.
That's
and now
right.
It's now NIL. I mean, you're just able to write checks. And, you explained it to me in the sense of as much money as we can raise, we can give to these athletes and get more here. And I started thinking, man, you get more here, you have a better chance of winning. I mean, if football wins, women's basketball, men's basketball, baseball, the more you win, the more people come to Oxford, the more people get to experience. And that's when you do that, enrollment goes up. I mean, the town's more vibrant. I mean, everything just kind of changes. And certainly, let's call it what it is. I mean, It is good for business. It certainly is good for business. Anytime there's this many people in this town and when you're winning, that's just a different feel. If you're at the game or if you're not, if you're in the bar, I mean, it's a different feel when you win. When you hit that, like we hit that home run the other night, or we hit, what was it, a base hit, whatever, we hit, walk it off. The Governor's Cup. I mean, the crowd, the bar goes crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a phenomenal feel. I mean, and then when you're able to kind of to help out and then get with me from the sense of from the business point and get a tax write-off with it, I mean, why would you not?
Yeah.
And I mean, me personally, what I can give to you know that. I mean, anything you do to help, I mean, I'm certainly going to do. And like you say, it doesn't matter if it's $50 a month. I mean, you get enough $50 a month,
everything,
you can make a large sum of money, and just the athletes you're able to bring in here, and just the whole. I mean, I think just the whole way, the whole college football, basketball, the whole NCAA, how everything's changed. It's just different. I mean, it's a different world that you're learning, and we're all trying to learn and navigate. And I think the easiest thing I can do is just kind of keep my head down and hope that my business stays successful and I'm able to keep helping out in the way that I can and do.
Well, you have for sure, and we couldn't be more grateful for you. Are you going to ask a question, or are you just going to sit there and listen?
I was thinking when you were talking about just enrollment and everything with athletics, bringing so many people to Oxford. What was the stat that the vice chancellor told us in Milwaukee, that for the next 5 years they're projected to break enrollment records every year?
Every year, the freshman class over the next 5 years will break a new enrollment record.
Yeah. You can feel it. I mean, people complain about traffic, which I'm good. Every time I go down Jackson, I sit in traffic, I smile. I'm good with it. I'm real good with it.
Could there be a second location of Funky's?
In Oxford, no.
But possibly maybe somewhere else.
Somewhere else, absolutely. We're kind of in the works on that now, but it's a
franchise.
I've heard of people showing up at when y'all open at 11 to reserve tables nowadays.
Yeah, things have changed, man. I'm telling you, this Ole Miss and athletics here, it's changed. It's changed the whole culture. And
absolutely.
I mean, my staff, I've had to tell them, people will throw crazy amounts of money at you. Can I have that table? Then can I have 2 tables? I mean, it's just different. People want to get there early, and you'll have a line to get in there, and they want to hold those tables to watch, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, whatever's on TV, they want to watch it.
Yeah. Well, we're about to cut you loose here. I did want to say, if you ever get in a bind behind the bar, I was one of the original bartenders at the
library. That's right.
That's probably why John didn't make any money the first 5 years.
Yeah, I think he probably did okay.
So if you ever get in a bind and need somebody to sling some drinks, let me know. I'll revert back to my 1998 days. But we do. Every guest has to answer the 5 most important questions before you leave. Okay, there are no wrong answers. Whatever comes to your mind,
that could be dangerous.
It could be dangerous. But hey, before we do that, we really appreciate you, buddy.
Man, I appreciate you and all you do. You certainly help out Ole Miss, and we are where we are because leadership with Keith and the Chancellor and everyone we have here. And I mean, I think without being said, I mean, there's the relationships here with the coaches and the staff and the administration and what's going on here. I mean, that's the easiest way to donate. If you can't look at what we have going at Ole Miss right now and not want to get involved, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's right there in front of you.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, man. You're the best. You're a good friend. You're a great supporter. And we love being able to call you a partner, man. So, all right. First question. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would it be?
Shaq, Barkley, and Andy Kennedy.
Shaq, Barkley, and Andy Kennedy, a big basketball. That's a basketball dinner.
Because I think there'd be some toddies in there.
Oh, yeah, and Andy Kennedy. That one throws it up.
You get a few in him, I'm telling you, it's a spectacle.
Yeah.
Shaq and Barkley alone are.
Yeah, man, it's just unreal.
Must-see TV.
That would be must-see TV for sure.
I think it would be electric.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's a good answer. Favorite sports movie of all time?
I would have to say Miracle on Ice.
Good one.
It'll make your hair stand up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a good one. Good hockey movie. That's a favorite.
Also Legend of Bagger Vance. If you could have 2.
Legend of Bagger Vance. That's good. Will Smith.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Matt Damon. Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
That's a good one. That's a good oldie. I like that one. You probably never seen that before.
Never
Of course
heard
you
of
had.
it.
You were right.
He's a Rudy.
Yeah, he probably wasn't even born when that one was made. All right, if we're cruising around town, what's on the playlist? What we listen to right now?
Right now, I think it's Tyler Childers. I got to go see him in New Orleans a couple of weeks back, and it was
It was good.
those ones you have hearted in your playlist, his bangers, White House Road and all those. He just
There he goes.
set list them, and I was just sitting there, my wife and I, like, whoa, this is awesome.
There you go.
So yeah, that's what's going right now.
Does now I'm going to go back to the early funky days. Does the horn and the smoke screen still work? Smoke machine?
Yeah, so we actually upgraded when we expanded, and now we have, what do they call it, that hydrogen smoke. So it's like that cold air that blows that a lot of these nightclubs have, and then we have a horn with all the lights go red and blue. So it's
that was my first, like when I got to know Lee a lot and started hanging out with Lee, he'd let us blow the horn.
I had an app on my phone. Now we have a big red button that you can just go slap.
Hit it again.
Yeah.
Blow it again. He's like, y'all shut up, leave me alone.
Yeah, that was fun. Those were the good days.
That was a good day. All right, and then last one, if you weren't running Funkies in the bar business, what profession? What would you want to be?
I wanted to be an FBI agent, but God had other plans for me, and I guess if I wasn't doing that, I'd probably be working for you, Walker.
Well, I wouldn't mind that a bit. I wouldn't mind that a bit. FBI agent, we know a couple of those guys.
I know a couple.
Yeah, we know a couple. It's good to know those guys.
Yeah, it's always good to know them.
Absolutely.
Bad if you ever got to use them.
Yeah, that's right. You just want to call them and check in on them. You don't want to call, hey, I need you to call me right now. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, look, we're going to let you get out. I know you got a big weekend, double-decker coming up. Tell everybody, obviously double-decker's going to be a great weekend. Stop by Funkies. Can't thank Funkies and you enough, Lee, personally, and what you guys do for the Grove Collective. You're a great rebel, a great friend, and the rest of the sponsors got a high bar to follow this one, man. So
everyone just keep doing what you're doing and do a little more. That's the best way to say it.
That's awesome. All right, buddy. Great to have you. Hotty toddy, man.
Thanks for having me. Hotty toddy.
Funkies this weekend.
Yep.